Good morning, you join me at Alton Towers Resort for the first day of Scarefest, but more importantly, the reopening of Hex. So let's get on with it. Roll title! Welcome to the channel if it's your first time here, and welcome back if it's not. Now, if you've missed the news, I've got something cool to tell you. I'm an Alton Towers content creator, and yeah, it means I'll be working with them to bring you some exclusive videos and all kinds of fun stuff for well, at least the next year. So that's pretty good. And the first thing is we're going to be covering the Hex reopening, which is pretty mental. So yeah, we're going to be going into the theme park and then going over for a welcome reception and then going inside Hex before it opens to the public and having a little nosy around. And there's going to be some filming opportunities too. As for the rest of the day, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I left the house at 5:30, so already I'm quite tired, but I'm kind of at Alton Towers, so I'll probably get in a few rides maybe do some of the scare stuff. I am just literally playing by ear and seeing how things go. I've got to walk to the park because the monorail is frozen, and so am I. So yeah, let's get to the park and see what happens. I'm in, it's so good to be back, and the park is looking amazing for Scarefest. Even the frog have had a little Scarefest makeover. They look awesome. I've got to go over to Woodcutters now for our welcome reception. Oh, get me. Oh, so good to be here. Just going past the DAZ Games Panic Reloaded Scare Maze. I mean, I can think of a much better mid-40s YouTube vloggery person to make a maze about. I do mean me, obviously.
Alton itself is a very small village, and it was opened up by the 14th, 15th, 16th there. And eventually, if you lived in the village, then you worked on the estate. Now some people actually lived on the estate, the gamekeepers, people who had the horses and all that sort of stuff. And actually part of my family was on the estate for very early 50 years. This way. And then he would be on his estate probably 6 months ago.
Well, this is a very unique opportunity. I am in Hex when it's closed to the general public, and yeah, it's very strange. We're in here for a little sneaky peek and have a little look around and find out exactly why it's taken so blooming long for it to be sorted. I think it's largely because it's a combination of, once you start doing this kind of work, you just see how much there is to do. And we've been told that they needed sort of specialised parts made by Vekoma to actually fix it and get it back up and running and having a bit of longevity so it actually stays here. Now the problem is, the future of this ride was in question, and the park have decided to make considerable investment to get it up and running, and hopefully lasting for another 20 or so years. But anyway, let's go back through the queue line and have a little look and see if we can spot what's different. good to see is the original videos are still in here. I was wondering if they might change them or do something, but it just looks like they've given them a slight remaster. Excellent.
You can see there's an arch, there's a head, there's the jam, but it's been bricked up.
Just come out of Hex. What do I think? I think they've done a good job. No, they have. They really have. I think it's all been done very sympathetically. I really love the fact that they've kept the original pre-show movie. That is excellent. And it, you know, it looks as it always did, but the lighting has been improved. Obviously, they're using modern LED technology, and that does sort of have different characteristics, shall we say, to the regular lighting. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. They've certainly done some interesting things, especially in the main ride area. I think maybe the branch itself is a little bit too disco-y, maybe. And they've also changed the lighting, so it's sort of in time with the music, which, I don't know. I think I want to ride it again and see how I feel about that. But yeah, there's a really nice effect right at the end as the ride finishes, which I actually quite like. Now, I have heard a few people moaning that it's a disco in there and all that. It's not. It's different. And you've got to think, when this ride was open, like, technology was completely different. Like in the queue line, they had massive CRT TVs, and the projection was like, I think it was very early DVDs that were projected, and it was just very, very old. So they've had to do a lot of work to bring it kicking and screaming into this century, and I think they've done an excellent job. Will everyone like it? No, they won't, because us enthusiasts love to have a moan about everything. But really, I'm happy. It was good to be back on it. It looked good, sounded good, and it smelt. I missed that musty shed smell. Well, Hex is about to reopen to the public, and I've not seen a queue for it like this in years. So it's very much clear that Hex is something that people love. And I really, really hope everyone enjoys the new version of it. If you've been on it, let me know in the comments what you think about it. I'll be interested to hear your opinion. So I'm going to head round to Compound now and do that. Now, I can't take you in with me or anything like that, so we'll find out what it's like when I've done it. Well, I liked Compound. That was a lot of fun. It did remind me a little bit of Subspecies. It's got that sort of intense splitting you up and just throwing everything at you vibe. The strobe lights in there are so strong. When I came out, I was sort of almost blinded and very disorientated. But it's a very, very fun maze if you like that sort of thing. It is probably going to be their most intense one, I would say. Anyway, I need to go and have a lie down. What a day. I've had so much fun. It's been really nice to have this sort of semi-impromptu trip up to Alton Towers Resort. It's great to have Hex back, and the park is looking really good for Halloween. Obviously, I only did Compound as a scare maze, but yeah, it was good. I hope you've liked this video, and if you have, then hit the like button and maybe drop a comment and let me know what you thought of it, and if you're coming up to Alton Towers for Scarefest. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but for now, it's game over.